There are times where I would be interface about a lesson and really get to it, but at the same time, you see it in her eyes that she's like, "Oh God, here we go again." You know, I'm still trying to figure out how to intentionally make it so that she absorbs it, but not
Mhm.
get to the point where she's like, "Oh my God,"
Yeah.
because kids do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, so a couple things about it. So number one, I can see that the lessons I was teaching have sunk in. Now that they're adults and they're out there
Mm,
living the life, I can see the things I was trying to teach that did sink in, right? So I can see them doing it, seeing them make the actions. I've had my sister said to one of them, "Man, you sound just like your dad," which I personally took as a compliment, right?
yeah. Be like,
But
yes, I did my part.
yeah, exactly. I guess what I would say is I would try to figure out a way to make it more like a game. Think about the game cash flow, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot very similar. The game cash flow is a lot like the book cash flow quadrant, right?
Hmm.
But it teaches the concepts through play, and so it's a little bit less in your face.
Mm.
Very similar lessons though, right? So, I'm no expert on this. I did not do it well. I'm just telling you, I would try to figure out a way to do it without doing it so intentionally. One thing I like that you're doing, Alex, and I've really thought that is great for you is to bring your daughter to the events that you're doing.
Hmm.
Exposure. Bring them to multifamily events. Bring them to personal development events, and get them around those people that are growing so quickly and doing all the things. And I think what you're doing with that is great.
Yeah, because I just wanted to have her there. And other people have asked me, friends from college or high school who don't really understand what we're doing. They'll ask, why does she go? Does she just sit there and she's just so bored? I said, well, she has her coloring books, she has her books. I said, all I need for her to do is once in a while look up for 5 minutes. That's all I want her to do, is to watch her pay attention for that moment of time and just to see her brain going, huh, this is interesting. Of all people, I tell you, when we were at Byright earlier last year, it was Bill Ham that caught her attention. I said, "What is it about him?" She says, he speaks kind of funny, you know."
He is kind of funny. Yeah.
Right, right. And I was like, "Wow," and that caught her attention. You never know.